What I want to do in this podcast is take you through the 5 behaviors of a cohesive team program and give you an overview of the concepts and the material. So there'll be 2 sample profiles that you want to have in front of you. One is the main profile, the 5 behaviors of a cohesive team. This is the profile that each participant gets. It has some personalized data like their DISC style, but it also has some group data that's going to be the same for everyone. And the other profile is the 5 behaviors of a cohesive team annotated team report. On the right-hand side of this profile, about halfway up, it says annotated team report. This is for the facilitator to use during the session. We'll be looking at the participant profile for most of this podcast, but we'll get into the annotated team report toward the end. Now, after talking to people who are just introduced to the program, one of the common questions that we get is, how do the 2 models work together? That is to say, we've got the 5 behaviors of a cohesive team model, and we've got the DISC model. How do you combine those 2 things? And you'll see the answer to this question very clearly when we get into the profile, but here's the big picture. The 5 behaviors model serves as the framework. The facilitation and the profile is broken down into the 7 sections. There's an introductory section. Then there are 5 sections, 1 devoted to each of the 5 behaviors. Then there is a concluding section. Now, when we look at the sections on the 5 behaviors, DISC is woven into each of them. So when we get to the section on conflict, DISC is used to help participants understand how they approach conflict. When we get to the section on commitment, DISC is used to help participants see how they make decisions. So the experience is organized around the 5 behaviors model, and DISC is used to flesh out our understanding of each of those 5 behaviors. Also, you want to recall that there is an assessment associated with this program, and it's broken up into 3 parts. In the first part, the participant is answering DISC questions. It is the full adaptive testing version of Everything DISC assessment. The second part of the assessment is the team survey. This includes 20 statements and asks the participants how often a statement is true for his or her team. For instance, one item is, the team is clear about its overall direction and priorities. Is that true almost always, usually, sometimes, rarely, or never? It's a 5-point scale, and the responses are anonymous. The responses will, however, be reported out in aggregate in the profile. And then finally, the third part is the team culture questions. These are broad questions that ask about various aspects of the team culture and how it can be improved. For instance, one question is, what can the team do differently to build more trust? Another one is, what are some of the things that keep us from focusing on results? As a whole, the assessment should take about 20 to 30 minutes.